Hello everyone. Let's review Shloka 90 in Lalita Sahasranamam. chichChakti śchetanārūpā jaḍaśaktir jaḍātmikā gāyatrī vyāhṛti ssandhyā dvijabṛnda niśhevitā. Let's look at the meanings of the namas. chichChakti. Chit means consciousness, Shakti means power. So chichChakti is power of consciousness. So Lalita is the power of consciousness. Śchetanārūpā. Chetana again means consciousness. Rūpa is form. So she is the form of consciousness. jaḍaśaktir. Jadam means inanimate. So jaḍaśaktir means the power of the inanimate or the energy behind the inanimate. Jaḍātmikā means, again jadam is inanimate, atmika means essence. So she is the essence of inanimate. If you look at Advaita Vedanta, the concept is that there is only one ultimate reality, and it is that reality that has manifested into everything we see in the universe. And when you look at the universe, it not only contains living things, it also contains non-living things. So the ultimate reality is not just the living things, also the non-living things. And Lalita is that ultimate reality, and therefore she is also the power behind the inanimate objects manifesting, and she is also the essence of inanimate. So Advaita Vedanta does not stop with living things. It extends all the way to everything contained in this universe. Gāyatrī. Gāyatrī means the mantra Gāyatrī, and it said that Lalitambika is in the form of Gāyatrī mantra. So any mantra we have, it is Lalitambika, and we all know Gāyatrī is the most revered mantra. So it is said that na gāyatra paro mantraha na mātu daivatam param. That means there is no mantra better than Gāyatrī, and there is no God better than one's own mother. So Gāyatrī is so revered. In Tamil it says Gāyatrī ki minjina mantramilla. So Gāyatrī is the supreme mantra. It contains the essence of so many crores of mantras. And if you see in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, in among all the poetic meters, I am Gāyatrī. He says, Gāyatrī chandasam aham. So it is that great that it is Krishna saying, I am that Gāyatrī. So here we are saying that Lalita is in the form of Gāyatrī mantra. So we've seen this. Anytime we speak about a mantra, we know that mantra means manana trayate iti mantraha. So as we repeat, it protects us. And Gāyatrī is called Gāyatrī because Gāyantam trayate iti Gāyatrī. So Gāyantam means those who chant. So Gāyatrī offers extreme protection for anybody who chants it. And that's a speciality of Gāyatrī. It creates a shield around them so that nothing can touch them. And it is said that anybody who chants Gāyatrī on a regular basis has a very healthy body, their mental clarity improves, their wealth and well-being increases, and they are setting the goal for liberation. So Gāyatrī is that great of a mantra. And we've seen this before. For every mantra, there is always a rishi, there is a chandas, and there is a god to whom the mantra is dedicated. So in this Gayatri mantra, the rishi who first saw this mantra, that it was revealed to Vishwamitra, and he attained immense power through chanting of this mantra, and he is rightly named as Vishwamitra because he is a friend of the world, and he gave this Gayatri mantra to mankind, and that's why this is helping everybody. So Vishwamitra is the sage of Gayatri mantra. The chandas of Gayatri is also called as Gayatri, and it is a 24-syllable chandas. And the devata for whom this mantra is dedicated, we call her Gayatri Devi. So the Gayatri Devi, you have seen that she will be sitting in a pond in a red lotus, and Gayatri Devi has 5 faces, right? So one face is white in color and the other four are pearl, vidruma, golden and blue. So they're all having those colors. And if you look at Gayatri Devi, the 5 faces are sometimes said to represent the elements like air, fire, water, earth, ether, or it is said to represent the pranavayus, prana, apana, udana, like that. So it's said to represent that. And Gayatri Devi has 3 eyes in each face. And we all know that whenever a third eye is spoken about, it represents wisdom. And that's why Gayatri represents enlightenment. So anybody who chants Gayatri gets mental clarity that sets them in the path of enlightenment. And Gayatri has 10 hands, and in each hand she holds different weapons, and there is one hand that has the abhayam, no fear, and varadam, which is granting of the boons. So she is the Gayatri mantra. Vyāhṛti. So vyāhṛti means in Sanskrit utterance, and it specifically references to the utterance of Bhuhu, Bhuvaha and Suvaha. And as we all know the Gayatri mantra, it starts with Om, Bhur, Bhuva, Suvaha. So those are the 3 vyāhṛtis. So what is a vyāhṛti? It is said that there are totally 14 worlds. The upper 7 worlds are called as vyāhṛti. And the first 3, Bhur, Bhuva, Suvaha. Bhur means earth. Bhuvaha is sky and Suvaha is the Swarga where the Devas live. So those 3 are considered as Mahavyāhṛtis. And basically it's nothing but the manifestation. It is, so utterance, the reason they use this is when you utter, the sound manifests, right? So there are words, the words have a certain sound. When you utter, it manifests. So the vyāhṛti is supposed to be the manifestation of that Parabrahman. So vyāhṛti references to the 3 things we say in Gayatri mantra, Bhuhu, Bhuva, Suvaha. And if you look at Gayatri mantra, the next 3 lines in the Gayatri mantra, if you look at it, Tat Savitur Varenyam, Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi, Diyo Yonaha Prachodayat. So the mantras usually don't have to have a meaning. So if you take Bija mantra, for example, Hreem, Kleem, these don't have any meaning. But there is a Shakti behind that mantra. Whether you know the meaning or not, if you chant it correctly, that mantra will give the desired results. And especially with Bija mantra and all, like Hreem may not have any meaning, but it is the mantra of Lalitambika. It is like a direct connection to Lalitambika. So anyone who chants it regularly will feel connected with that energy. So most mantras also have some meaning. Like we are talking about Lalita Sahasranamam, the words have a meaning. So if you look at Gayatri, it is a mantra and it is also a prayer. So when we do all these words with meaning, usually it's either a praise or a prayer. That's usually how the mantras will shape up. In Gayatri, she's both a mantra and a prayer. So as a mantra, we've seen it has words and those words have a certain form, and the Gayatri mantra is nothing but the chichChakti of Gayatri or Lalitambika. But the words there are also prayer. So if you see Tat Savitur Varenyam, Varenyam means we adore. So the Savitur is that light that is manifesting into everything in this world. So we adore that. So there is a praise there. Then we say Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi. Then there is a meditation. I meditate upon that effulgent light, right? And then the final thing is the prayer. Diyo yonaha prachodayat. It's saying that Diyo yonaha prachodayat means may that light illumine our intellect. So what we are saying is there is this Savitur, which is the creator of life in the 3 worlds, which is Bhur, Bhuvaha and Suvaha, and we adore that light and we meditate upon that light, that effulgent light that is the creator of life in this entire universe and all the worlds, let that light illumine our intellect. So basically, this is a request for enlightenment. So the vyāhṛti is an utterance that is connected to the three worlds of existence, or three physical manifestations. Ssandhyā. Ssandhyā means union. So there are a few ways to look at it. By chanting Gayatri mantra, our mind or our soul is merged with the Brahman. So that way you can look at it as union. Or you can look at it in another way as Gayatri is the mantra. If we say that's the mantra Shakti, vyāhṛti is the utterance of that mantra. When there is a powerful mantra and you utter it, the union of that is nothing but the results of the mantra, the benefits of the mantra. So, Gayatri, vyāhṛti, ssandhyā can be looked at as she is the mantra, she is the prayer within the mantra, and she is also the results of the mantra. Dvijabṛnda niśhevitā. Dvija means one who is twice born. So, generally, when somebody attains enlightenment, they are considered to be twice born. So, they are born physically once, and then because of the enlightenment, they are reborn. And that's what enlightenment does, right? It breaks all the conditioning. So then you're no longer the person you are. You can be anything. So that's what enlightenment does. That's why it is called as twice born. Brinda or Vrinda means a group of people. So dvijabṛnda means the group of people who are enlightened. Niśhevitā. Niśhevitā can be looked at two ways. One is worshipped by or served by. So then dvijabṛnda niśhevitā means she is one who is worshipped by the enlightened group of people. That is one way. Niśhevitā can also be looked at as practiced or observed. So that way Gayatri mantra achieves enlightenment. So she is someone who is practiced by the people who pursue enlightenment or who are already enlightened. So that is another way to look at it. So now we've covered the meanings of all the namas here. So let's